We are in week 2, last week 2 game of the season between the Luxembourg Landsharks and the Baja Blasters. My name is Panini. Gonna be a little bit of a weird scuffcast today because there are 2 games going on. One is on the first channel, the other is on Aurora Esports 2, so I'm just streaming this to my own channel. That is also why I'm not using this auto prod, so it's gonna be a little weird, but we're still gonna try to get it casted to death. Both these teams, off of really rough week 1 losses. I think they both were 3-1 against very different teams. We do see both teams also like at full strength. I know throughout this season we've had a lot of ringers so far, but both of these teams have been pretty solid with their lineups. I'm really curious to see if we see anything from this new meta coming out. You know, HV plays a lot of Torb. Torb seems to be pretty good in this current meta.
5, 4, 3,
Should you see HV currently on this Ashe? We see Spinal on the Pharah. Spinal's been playing a lot of Genji. Not surprised to see the Flex DPS coming out. The big person I'm looking for right now is Loser IRL, aka Nyanza, on this Sojourn. Very good DPS player that taken, I believe it was 6th overall. Yeah, Spinal on this Pharah. Not a really great hit skin to shut that down. It's really only going to be Loser IRL on this Sojourn. Gets a big hit early. See if Ruben able to find anything. Tries to jump on the Alar, he doesn't get the kill. Ruben gets taken down by Win. You see the Landsharks have this point so early. They are starting to rotate to this point, but in doing so, they are going to go into the sidelines of this Sojourn on the side of the Blasters. Spinal getting aggressive, trying to cut off these angles. There's not really a whole lot happening yet. Both teams just kind of playing for this space. The Landsharks are forced to give up some space there, but they did get that point flip. Where you can see Nyanza moving over this point, finds HP set, getting that Ashe, a huge pick with Ashe straight out on the other side. Ruben gets taken down by Spinal. Yoda is kind of aggressive, but he's still safe. Just getting some space, gives his team that point flip. Great angle here for Loser IRL. Pinching this, the Landsharks with this Windstare. Yoda just tries to play a little more safe, looking for another dive here. The backlines on the side of the Landsharks are really swishy, so might be able to get something set up here. Yoda in close to this nano. They get this nano, Yoda gets taken down, they might not even need it. Looks like the Blasters are just going to back up, losing their tank. They just want to try to take another quick fight here. Don't want to get these staggers coming out. Very clean disengage here, actually. I think there has only been, what, 4 deaths so far? So not a whole lot happening. Wither having this nano, we have Mommy issue just like close to this rush, which also is a great ult to open this up. Spinal gets taken down really low. He will survive. Spinal actually gets taken down by Loser IRL. Close to his OC, might just pop it here. With that Mara getting taken down, you might just try to play this slower, knowing you're going to be up some damage.
This ends
OC does get caught, looks for HP, so he's afraid to find anything. Yoda jumps to the backline, gets slept. Win Terra surging into the backline. Yoda Loser IRL almost gets taken down, but then can live. The hit from Yoda on the backline. It looks like it's going to get pulled here. Looking for more. HP does get taken off. The entire time the Landsharks do have this point. Might be some staggers coming out here. Mari, Henry, Arissa, Mars still on the point. Looks like they will get staggered out here, but they still have the point. Spinal gets chased there too. Creating that Terra Surge or that Overclock, I think, is slightly in favor of the Landsharks. That Overclock is a really big ultimate that can open it up. The good thing for them is they do still have plenty of ults on the table. Both Bobs are about to even on ult charge, probably going to get it mid-fight here. It's going to be really hard to take this, these 2 hit scans off of this bridge. This bridge is really strong. Really hard to close that distance, especially on the Orisa. Really curious how this Barrage is going to get used against a Ashe and a Sojourn. A lot of stuff that can do damage. Ruben actually was taken down by HP set. But Loser IRL takes down Jack, so it's great on both sides. The Barrage gets taken down. The Blasters still have this point here. Primal used by Yoda. Fell a little bit low, want to use that for life. Playing a little bit more aggressive. Might even doesn't find HP set, that's huge. I think he will. Does take down HP set, might pay for it with his life though. No, he was going to get Wither in too. Yoda's still strong here. Getting so much cleave and just getting so much value with that hit.
Hello.
Could be looking at last fight. We have 3 ults for the Landsharks, but we have 4 on the side of the Blasters. This Captive Sun can do a ton of damage, especially on the squishies, but I think the Landsharks or the Blasters will be playing split enough it won't be able to affect everyone on their team. Bob from both sides are out. I think they will likely use them both at the same time, too. Bob by HP thrown on the point. Yoda is so low. Milo's probably got to use the buff. Does not. The beat's a little bit late. The OC is used. OC is to find HP set. Yoda falls so low. Bob gets thrown on the point. He does come in favor of the landsharks. Scenario Rush on top of that, too. Jack still having his captive son. Throws it on point. I don't know who it got with it. Might have just got tons by Bomb. Ruben, that Bob is still doing so much damage on the point. As the blaster, you can get the flip there. No ults left. I think Yoda will be back to this fight soon. Yoda can really pop this wide open. Forcing the backline off. I don't know if they'll even be able to touch. And they don't. Yoda just zones the entire backline out. They're not able to touch the point. It's a really interesting dive pop they're running because they are running the traditional backline with the Winston, as you'd expect with the Kiri and the Lucio, but they're running two long-ranged hit scans, so they don't really have like a Tracer or a Genji or anything that can follow up that dive. Yoda is just able to command so much space just by himself. If you see HP showing that Torb, I think that Torb is a really good swap. Gets a lot more value into that Winston. As I mentioned before, Torb is actually a really good pick in the meta right now. Spinal going onto this hit scan, I think also is probably going to do a lot of damage and shutting down that Winston, trying to just prevent him to getting as much cleave. We'll see if that works out for them.
Round 2. Capture the objective.
They're running on a brig. I really don't like on a brig on Cross because getting this first point control, getting all that space early matters a lot more on Cross than some of the other maps. So the landsharks are going to get there a little bit late. The blasters are already set up, looking for a dive here. Ruben also goes over to this Tracer, looking to get a little more value going into Yoda. I really do like that swap there, like I kind of mentioned before. The Soldier doesn't quite go in with the Winston. That doesn't mean see this elephant control by the blasters is commanded, and Loser IRL misses that Mega on the slide, but I think he'll survive. No, actually, Jack boots Beyonce off the map. I think the landsharks will take this point. Looking for cleanup. Yoda, I think, is going to get stagnant. The blasters really want to be resetting here.
Enemy spotted.
Ruben gets his, but not a whole lot he can do there. I think he's just going to get staggered up some more. Yeah, he does.
Check. You're dead.
Good news is the Tracer does get back fast. Bad news is the flip came out really early, so already at 20% there for the Landsharks. Wind very close to this bomb already, doing so much damage to the Winston, and we do see Yoda swapping over to that Diva to secure that. It's kind of tough to play Winston, like I mentioned before, into the Torb and the Diva, so Spinal going onto this Sim, another meta pick here. Really interesting if they'll be able to execute as well as people know their CS can. Wind gets caught out early there, forced to back. Does still have that bomb along with this nano glittering. Might not even have a chance to use it, but they don't. Loser IRL does find Spinal though, so it is a trade. Yoda is out of mech, might be able to remech this fight. Loser IRL just getting so much good spacing at this angle here, but his entire team is just falling around her. So again, another fight with just no ults being used, just really good teamplay coming out for the Landsharks. Yoda goes over to the Zarya. Zarya should be able to get a lot of charge here into the Sim, into that Torb. But it might just be too little too late, is the Landsharks already at 80% and again, they're coming out 4 ults here. Loser IRL does have this OC from Yanda can really open up any fight. Yoda already taken down to about half health. Rally is used, trying to just push Yoda out. He is right in the corner from Milo, but I don't know if they have anyone to touch. That Fury Rush was used. I don't know if they'll be able to make it to the point. They do barely get it in time. Bomb is going to pay for that with their life, but the beat hits everyone. Yoda able to get so much damage done on that Zarya. 1 HP, I think, is going to survive here. Milo does get taken down, but I think the kills are going to be here as Yoda full charge. Actually doesn't fight anything. Mommy Issues is the one that has to clean that up. 3 ults being used from the Landsharks. Just that Senior Rush used to the side of the Blasters, so 99% to 0 is really rough to come back from, but getting that ultimate advantage is a good start. Have this now no tank for the Blasters. They have to give that space. But that overclock being used, Spinal is taken down, so Loser with another one. Yon's just getting so much value here with this OC.
Thanks.
And then Yoda just getting that charge off of the Zarya turrets. Wind playing into his comfort. He really likes playing this Zarya, just chooses to match that Zarya from Yoda. The wall and this nano coming out honestly could be big in opening this up, especially against the full charge Zarya. 74% to grab is really scary coming out for win here. Yoda needs to build this grab really quickly here, because if you don't get this grab, you might just be getting run down here by his ults. Monty is also right around the corner for another unit rush. 88%. That wall being used is huge. Yoda just has to give up space. They might have to allow the flips to come out. They do. 90% of the grab if Yoda's able to get it in time. Win the fight. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. Grab coming out. Misses 2. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. I think that that wall is really setting that up. It's going to be enough. The beat comes out for the landsharks on the continue rush coming up to the blasters. Trying so hard, but I think Wind just able to get that charge up and just stay alive. That's always really tough when the wall forces you to back up. You get your entire team gets pushed back, forcing that flip out. And the blasters just kind of have to throw themselves on point to stall that. Really hard to survive for that entire fight.
Ready for battle.
Vaswani, my boss Katya is being difficult with you.
Over this Ramatra. For wondering why I just got quiet is because my cat just jumped on my my desk and is sitting in my lap right now, so a little bit distracting here. We see Yoda actually at the staying on the Zarya.
3, 2,
Spinal on the May could be really big. The Zarya does have those 2 buffs, but if you isolate it, you can burn through those really easily. Make a big difference figure here. Has been HP sec on this court, is able to get so much value in this fight, and fighting that both. Yoda again with that speed, able to get set up a lot faster. Yoda already 33% charge. I don't think Karen's gonna be there. Milo finds the 80 sec, but I think Yoda will trade out on the other side. Out to take a speed, but literally getting taken down might be the opening of the blast need. He's taken down by that Ramatra, so it's 3-3 right now. No one has controlled the point. Really would like to see this Tracer, especially rotate towards that point. Really going onto that Uno has that speed now. You really like that swap. That point flip will come out for the blasters. Wind falls low. And then Yoda actually matches the Ramatra. I do really like matching that Ramatra there. Up to Zarya and the Ramatra of the landsharks. Wind already know that point is still in control. Actually, did find that. That's a big pick to open that up. Finally gets taken out on the other side though too. Ruben super close to the pole. Right, he's so low. Does get taken down. Still in control of that point of the blasters. Yoda just able to run down on the backline. The landsharks identifying that fight as lost. Monty is dunking on that Moira. It isn't really tough to play that Moira. It's just a little bit of a better fit. I'm assuming it's playing more. The Hunter is playing a little bit faster here. Again, we have a Yonzo with this overclock here. First ult going to be on the table. If they use it to open up this fight, the landsharks are not going to have anything really to answer. They're supposed to be the rally though.
This ends now.
Great angle because that rally is using Jackson Ari so low. Yoda just in the front line is able to hammer them down. Great hit there from Yoda and Yonza. Overclock on the back line. That ult, I think he's just going to try to swap after here. I think that's usually what that I think signifies when you're in a 1v5 and you try to pop that ult. I'm assuming he's going to swap. I would hate to see, like, you know, a Diva maybe play a little bit faster, try to shut down Boozer IRL, or even, no, he's staying on the Ramatra, so that's a really interesting ult. Jack going onto the Moira. I think he's going to play a little bit faster here than the Brig. Brig is able to stabilize quickly, not able to play as fast. A lot of ults are getting built up here. Yoda, a lot of ults here for both sides, actually. I think Yoda's Ramatra is really scary, especially with no beat or frame on the other side to match that. Like he's just going to use those early. Pops it early. Does not get caught in the blue somehow. Jack gets taken down. Down the field, he's rough. So does Luna. No field. It's available for the landsharks. The force comes out. I think Yoda with these punches will be able to clean it up. Spinal, only one alive. I don't think he'll be able to do a whole lot. And with that, Yoda is going to give the a massive migrate. The blasters managing to take point 1 on Nepal. Since I wasn't able to get auto prod because both the other streams were being used, I'm just gonna stay in the lobby here. Great place to go to that first point on that first able to get so much space, and then after that, the Washer just able to get so much value just running on that backline there. Let's see, and then I'm gonna go ahead and plug this stream on advertisements. Where is it? I don't know if you can hear it, but my cat is now screaming right next to the mic. I hope you can. I don't know how sensitive it is. I know Win really likes playing a lot of Brawl. I know Nepal is actually kind of a really brawly map, so I'm kind of surprised the blasters look so much better there. So I was gonna say the landsharks should go some sort of Brawl map, but I mean, if Nepal didn't work on Brawl, I'm not sure exactly if you commit to that, or maybe you swap to like a Diva or something and try to go a dive map. I know Genji or Spinal plays a lot of Genji, so I'm kind of surprised not to see Spinal whip out that Genji there. I am really curious to see how they're gonna fit Raz in this lineup too, because I think Raz and Jack are about the same SR. I think usually they get swapped out 1-for-1. So I'm not sure if they're gonna use Raz as like maybe an Ana specialist or anything like that, or if they're just gonna make those swaps just based on, you know, the map type or anything like that. I'm a big fan of having at least some sort of idea with those swaps, like making them for a reason. So like if you want to say that Jack, you know, plays, maybe Jack plays Kiriko and then Raz plays Ana or something like that, then you can swap them out based on the map and map type. Raz for Spinal. Oh, they could do this too. This is another thing that they can run. Raz could play, I know Raz does really like Pharah. I don't know if I would like to play a Pharah into Nyanza's hit scan though. Midtown, Raz for Spinal, okay. Maybe they're not gonna play. I know Raz also plays Soldier. I could see Soldier actually being pretty good, but that's another thing. It's like I feel really scared playing that into, where is it? Hybrid. I feel scared playing that into, Nyanza. Cole for Ruben, okay. Trying my best to remember to ask people attack or defend too on these payload maps. I know a lot of people don't care, but defend, okay. Coleslaw kind of came to Lee as this Junkrat player. I know he's expanding his okay, it seems like both are awesome. I know Coleslaw's been kind of trying to expand his hero pool a little bit here, but I know definitely known for that Junkrat. Midtown is a pretty good Junkrat map. A lot of good long angles, a lot of good flanks. My cat needs to keep adjusting her legs so that she's just clawing into my leg here. But, yeah, I think the Junkrat actually is pretty good here. Like I said, I could see him playing something else. I know he's been playing other stuff here. He is showing that Junkrat. I think even just controlling these angles, if you're able to just spam an angle with those Junkrat mines, you can let loser IRL play like a little bit more aggressive, try to set up an off angle for your Junkrat spam. So Raz going that Ashe, that's another thing. I think I could see Ashe playing, or Raz playing. Ashe Torb, another comp that's really gonna try to play for these angles here, try to just take angles away. We see Jack on the Mercy. I'm assuming it's going to pocket Raz. I don't know last time we've seen a Mercy. It was probably I think the Kittens play Mercy at some point. Do they go to the trap? They do not. Mid-wind I thought maybe was doing that for Charge, but did not get any from that trap, so. Pushing through this is going to be hard. You have that orb. They can really set up those angles, but it is really hard to get that turret set up when you're attacking. Raz actually finds Milo. That's a huge pick to open that up. And then not even playing for the angle, just shooting from main. I'm not sure exactly what Milo was doing to get caught out like that. Big dynamite comes in. Coleslaw also gets taken down.
Point me in the right direction.
Yoda backs up and then he's gonna get caught up there. So a lot of charge towards that Casino ref already. Already about 50%, but Razmataz has still doing that. Razmataz is doing so much value on this Raz is playing safe and getting so much damage there. I don't know if Yoda can punch. Yoda does not. That is brutal there. Jack does get taken down by Coleslaw, but that is not going to matter as Milo and Yoda are both dead. Wind and Raz already close to their ults. Coleslaw gets staggered out super late. That is brutal. Also, I have just realized this is the brother duo. Coleslaw and Wind are brothers, so I'm sure that that's definitely in the back of both their minds here. John's Widow. That's super scary if I'm on the landsharks. Yep, there you go.
In the air.
At 80 point, I think Yonza could go for a grapple shot there. This is so deadly on that Widow. Have to be pretty much tracking that Widow at all times, or it really just opens you up to early in these fights. A lot of ults are here for the landsharks. They have a huge advantage here. Might use that to open up this fight, but Katsune Rush on the side of Mommy Issues could also be used maybe to open up this fight, or even just to stack to stall out, get some extra healing in. Raz having the spot, looking to play main. I think he's likely just going to throw that at the back line. Wind on that front line. I'm going to out. And I think the last is just getting taken down here. Wind is so low. Not taken down yet. Coleslaw is still there. They caught a trap and then reset it, unfortunately. I'm not quite able to find anything. I think that Yoda will be able to touch here. It's going to be close. Does touch. Soon ref comes out. I think the blaster should be able to stabilize on that, actually. Wind is still in the backline, just walking around. I don't know how no one's shooting him. Wind takes down Coleslaw again. That core comes out from HP sec, but loser IRL is just still getting these picks. Jack with the valve, just wide at that Widow, takes it down. It's just not getting looked at all. Just makes so much damage. Use the grab that fight, already 72% to another. You just cannot let a full charge Wind run at your backline like that for free. I think Yonza is going to take it down there. That is really rough. Mommy Issues going onto this Moira again. The Blasters are starting to get these ults. Did get that Valk and that War out. A lot of really scary ults. The Bob, the Grab, and that Orbital Ray are very strong. So it's scary to play into. Yoda or Coleslaw, I think we got a really big ults here to fight up with the Blasters. Very rough. Super low. The Bob is thrown out. The beat from Milo, it was so much space. Yoda pops that Annihilation totally gets free. Two with the Conquine, and then that trap kill onto Jack. Using two ults for the Bob is a trade very much in favor of the landsharks, but the way that this map has been looking so far, the Blasters have to use pretty much anything they can to stabilize. Really curious to see how Coleslaw is going to be able to set up this tire. Mommy Issues is somewhat close to this pole, but I don't know if they will be able to get it this fight, so the tire has to be big. Again, still into the orbital ray and that grab. The Blasters have to hold this early corner because if these ults are used and they lose the fight, they will be able to see another as long as they hold this corner. Mommy Issues finds Wither and sub out. I don't know where Mommy Issues was. Wither gets res though. Get that res being out is good. Oh, that's such a big early pick to have. It is kind of rough to let that res go off. But it's super low. Cold Slug is doing so much damage on that Junkrat. On the slip here, the Tiger comes out. Let's see if it catches anyone. It's going to be super close. Catches Witherin. Big pick to open that up, but you do trade out. Nyanza on the other side. Raz is in the back line, not quite able to get anything done though. Jack uses that bounce, catches Coleslaw. I don't know, goes to this pass, a little bit more consistent value than that Widow there. Grabs the win. So close, doesn't quite take down that Zarya. Nicole used on top of that orbital strength now should be able to go unanswered. Milo not quite at this speed yet. Mommy Issues Widow again. Mommy Issues getting so much value on this Clara. Both supports are down on the side of the landsharks. Mommy Issues just trying her best to stay alive there. I don't know if they're gonna have anyone else who can touch here. Probably gonna have to be Milo here. Even then, I don't know if he'll be able to get to the point in time, especially with the this orbital ray coming out. The landsharks after losing their players have to just reset here, knowing they're probably not in a good position to win that fight. That being said, the Blasters are really happy with that because now they have a little bit more time to build up these bolts. Orbital ray still being held on by Witherin. The Annihilation is used on the other side. It's wind so low. Who gets taken down here? That's brutal. Those bubbles are up. 4 HP. I think that lot is enough for the Blasters. Milo 87% so that's not able to get that in time. Loser IRL with 2 late kills. But unfortunately for the Blasters, that is too little too late, as there is a full cap with over a minute left for the landsharks.
Switching sides.
So the landsharks have got to be happy with that. As long as they just force OT on that defense, they'd be guaranteed at least not to lose this map. We did see something, I believe it was the same scenario where there was a hybrid that first point went uncapped for the landsharks their last map. So I think there was a draw on Blizzard World if I remember correctly. Now I'm really curious if they're going to stick with this Junkrat, because the thing with the Junkrat is it's really good on defense to be able to spam through those angles, but it's kind of tricky. Same thing I said about that Torb, you can't really set up those angles on the attack, so you do see Coleslaw going this May. I really do like that pick, especially with the Ramatra. If you're able to catch anyone with this wall, that Ramatra can just pop that form and just burn them really quickly. The problem is playing into the Torb and to the Ashe, like in doing so, if you don't make those rotations very quickly, you're going to be taking so much chunk damage, charging those DPS ults and just getting so many resources forced out. They are running double flex support with Milo and Mommy Issues on Kiri and Moira respectively. So they are going to have a lot of healing and a lot of utility like that Suzu, but they're not going to have that speed like they would on a Lucio or a Gino.
5, 4.
We see pretty much the exact same comp coming out for the landsharks. Wynn just going for some early spam, forces out that shield for Yoda. Ult charge for free. Already Wynn playing that far aggressive. I don't know what was expecting the May. The May actually might be able to catch Wynn with that wall. So much space off the back of that, but not able to find the kill. Is forcing up quite a bit of resources. Like I said, though, the Ashe and the Torb are able to do so much damage. Actually, Wynn gets run down. Coleslaw gets a headshot onto his brothers. Jack also going to get taken down. That's a very quick point A cap for the Blasters. Slow, and I think both Raz and Witherin will get taken down. That's, I think, even quicker than the landsharks first point cap. It was pretty much immediately. The wall gets out, forces a lot of resources, and then just Yoda has that Nemesis form to be able to run over Wynn. Back on that Mercy now off the Brig. I think he's still trying to just play for Razmataz, just being able to do so much damage with these dynamites and with these shots. Jonathan's not able to get things set up yet. Forces that Wraith out from HV that could signal an engage here, especially with Milo being so close to this Kitsune rush. The Blasters aren't quite in a position to fight for this high ground though. HP gets his trade forced to hit, but not able to get anything done. Body Issues is playing so aggressive. And just full charge on this high ground. He just needs him running on the here of the Blasters. Rush comes out, Wind should get taken down. Yoda falls so low, Shield keeps him alive. Body Issues gets taken down, so does Raz. Sprays on both sides. I think this Nemesis form from Wind will be the difference maker. The grab comes out, but just too late. Not able to catch anything. I think HP is going to get staggered out here too. From what I heard, the landsharks were just fresh off a battery, but it seems like some of these fights are not quite organized. Whatever the landsharks are able to get set up, they're looking really good. I do still think that HB on that core is able to do so much more than him on the Reaper. They want to get that spam damage out, that curry, and really that core, but it's in such a good spot. Bob comes out from Nyanza. Bob comes out on the other side. The Blossom comes out, catches Milo. So Bob's art traded the Blossom used on top of that. And the Landshark should be able to stabilize. There's a very good spot to stabilize on too, because it's just so hard to get this high ground away from the defense. I think Yoda was trying to look for his annihilation there. Didn't quite get that off in time before Milo got taken out. Yoda might wither him, so straight on each side. Yoda will get taken out by HP though. Loser Ariel takes down that fight. The res does come out though on wither him. Yoda being down though means that they can't quite push up here. Yoda is burning that annihilation. They can't do anything with it. Really unfortunate. Coleslaw still holding on to this blizzard here too. Like really aggressive. They're trying to get some more damage there. That Wraith is forcing out the Blossom. The blizzard doesn't catch anything. As all of the landsharks are able to back away. HP getting so much damage. Wraith forced again. Cigarette comes out from Milo with his cube that surely is going to force the Blaster or the Lantern off the high ground. It doesn't. His HP just walks in and gets so much damage. I take back what I said about that orb. He's just getting so much done on this Reaper. I don't know if he's not getting decked or what, but he's just able to walk in for free. That Wraith just keeps getting forced early, but just no follow-up coming out for the Blasters.
That's more like it.
A lot of ults are up here. Really nothing outside of that Cole for the Landsharks. For the Blasters. Jan just hasn't been able to get set up here in this Ash.
Over there. Bring me energy.
The bubble onto HP. The wall actually gets used. The Wraith is forced out. Surely HP gets taken down here. Has that Blossom though. Blossom bubble. There was there for the Cole. On top of that, the Bobby Issues is so big. Gets so much damage on the HP and keeps the team nice and healthy. Yoda able to stabilize there after falling so low. HP getting traded out. Makes it likely. No, they're actually going to fight this with the Orbital Rush and that belt. Jack gets taken down, so no more belt for the Landsharks. Annihilation is there to use it. I think he's likely going to try to hang on to this. Only 2 are alive, and it looks like the Blasters are going to drop the point. Razmataz gets taken down. Wind is still in this high ground there. They just can't do anything to get him off high ground. He has 1 HP. I don't think he has any buffs, but I think he is still just able to walk around and just take it down. Annihilation is popped there. Looking for Wind. Jack falls so slow. Jack gets taken down. Surely this will be a fight win for the Blasters. And Wind, yeah. Wind uses the crab there. That's so rough. That's another just crab that I don't think needed to be used. Razmataz on the character might be able to punch this up. That's just 1. HP falls super low though. Raz catches another with that bob. HP falls so low. HP gets the kill. But Coleslaw is there. Coleslaw gets back just in time to cap that point. Milo with this Kitsune Rush. It's not over yet. 2 minutes, nowhere close to as much time as the Landsharks had. But they did get the bob, both support ults, and that grab out of the Landsharks. So the Blizzard, the Kiri Rush, and the Cole, all of those can just set this tempo here. Only that Blossom on the side of HP is even close for the Landsharks. HP again is just looking to go in with this bubble from Wind. Blossom super close to Brady, looking for it. The rush comes out, HP is gonna back, he can't play into that. Well, actually, catch Wind again! The Blizzard comes out, looks like he's not gonna catch Wind! Wind has that bubble to stay alive, but forces the Blossom. That is just devastating for the Blasters as they use 2 ults just to that Blossom, don't get any value. The Blizzard almost caught Wind, but he just had his bubbles to be able to just walk out of that very casually. And then now that ult advantage is much more in favor of the Landsharks. Both support ults and the way Wind has been building his grabs likely will have his grab again. Coleslaw gets taken down there by HP. Wind falls about half HP, but won't be able to get back to his team. With these support ults again, should be in a really good spot defensively. Yoda has this Annihilation, but I'm not sure if it can do a whole lot. HP gets bubbled and again looking for Loser IRL, not able to find the kill, but does manage to escape with his life. Coleslaw gets hit with the dynamite. Rogue is able to get back to safety. This grab here is really scary, especially with those support ults out. Nothing really on the other side. A solo grab onto Yoda. Has that Annihilation, so he gets extra armor if he needs to. Senior Red comes out from Withering. Raise on the side, but is slightly favoring the Landsharks. The Res comes out too, so back to full squad for the Landsharks. Yoda pops that Annihilation, but too little too late. Milo with that Continual Rush again, nothing really a lot he can do, doesn't even touch that cart there. And after a really close map 1, really decisive showing there from the Landsharks. Looked really tough, looked like in a really rough position early on that defense, but really stabilized there on point 2. Really curious where the Blasters are going to take us now. If I'm Nyanza, I'm probably begging to play on some sort of Widow map. Getting so much value on that Widow Midtown. Certain points of it are really good for Widow, but I think once they got to that 3rd point, they weren't really able to open up a whole lot. In the map pool, I want to say is Dorado, Route 66, Shambali. No, it's not. Wait. Gibraltar. Gibraltar is in the map pool, so that's one that I think makes a lot of sense. I think you can definitely run that Widow, or you can run Tracer. That makes a lot of sense coming out for the Blasters. This was the map that the Blasters won versus the Swagasaurus week 1 too. Ruben comes in for Coleslaw. And then I don't know if I were the Landsharks, I might just keep it like this, because this is the lineup that just won Midtown. It looked a lot different team there, so like I said, I know Spinal is kind of known for that Genji, so if they're trying to run dive, I think that Genji could be really good. Wind, I think, is probably going to run out on a Winston. I'm not sure. Diva, I'm not sure how much he plays HV for Spinal. Interesting. So yeah, they could play Spinal in that Genji. They could play Raz on another. They are still on attack. Awesome. Raz can still play like Hitscan. Can still play like Ashe. Also, if she wanted to, can play like a Pharah or something. I think that works pretty well on Gibraltar here. Ruben, I know, plays a lot of those like hit scans. Like played I think Tracer last map, but I think could definitely see it on like an Ashe or a Sojourn. Like I said earlier, I could see Nyanza going on the Widow or on the Tracer. Either one I think is perfectly fine here. Yoda, I know, plays a lot of Winston here, so I'm expecting the Winston. And then I would assume that they're going to play Kiri Lucio. Mommy Issues, I know, played a lot of Kiri earlier. After I know they swapped Raz for Jack. This makes a lot of sense, too. This makes a lot of sense. HV for Raz. Okay, so Blasters are R. Okay, so what does this say? Why are you running HV here? So I just want to double check real quick to make sure this is legal, because this is just one that I'm not sure a whole lot. I don't think I've really thought about this. So it'd be Jack, Spinal. I think it should be under SR, but I just wanted to double check. And then HV support with Wither. Yeah, that's me, HV. Oh, okay, so I just got lied to. HV for Raz. And they said HV for Jack. Me, HV, Spinal, Raz, Withering. Okay, Wind is just calling the shots now, it looks like. So what is the signal? I can see a Genji, I can see that Reaper again. I can see the Torb, actually. I think Torb is really good. You could stabilize your backline and then allow your D.Va and your Genji to be able to go in for those hits. Raz, probably on a Brig. I could definitely see Curie Lucio too, but I would assume on a Brig. I think both teams are going to be running pretty similar comps, but the DPS I think is going to be kind of like the big difference between these two teams. So we see Ruben on the Tracer actually. We see Quinn on that Sojourn. Mommy Issues goes Curie, so I'm kind of surprised by the Curie Brig. I'm not a big fan of Curie Brig. I'd much rather you run on a Brig or Curie Lucio, or even Curie or Juno Brig. I think it's good too. We see really interesting comp here coming out for the landsharks too. Is it looks a lot more brawly. You wouldn't really expect that on Gibraltar. Definitely could swap here though. Raz playing the Brig is really interesting. I know Raz really likes Ana. I definitely have seen my fair share of Razmataz playing Brig though. I know played a lot of Brig season 3 on the Gators.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
I'm very curious to see how the Reaper cast is going to get set up. Not a whole lot to follow up this D.Va. Maybe they're just going to play to force point and follow that point through. No, on the other side, they should be looking for either the supports or this cast. My talking is actually going back to spawn to swap. It was the Mei, so they are going super brawly. I am not a big fan of that. So you can't really catch a whole lot with those balls. The D.Va can just fly over the bridge and down. He goes really hard in that background looking for Mommy Issues. He's taken out by HP. Wait for solo just connects. So okay, there we go. So trade of 1 for 1 to bring down your D.Va really rough there for the landsharks. Like I said, that brawl is going to probably force point. It's kind of hard to brawl him after the blasters here, but they can just kind of stall this long enough to get Ruben back. And then either IRL can just kind of spam down these long sight lines here. That comes out for the win, but I think Ruben is probably already back in the fight. That's a really good edge there with Yoda. Yoda doesn't quite want to be fighting this too long. Ults are really starting to come up here. I think Yoda is probably going to be first to the bomb. There are both sides. Spinal getting taken out. I think it's a lot more rough than that Tracer. Yoda falls super low. I think he's going to get topped up by his supports. Just another soft disengage here for the landsharks. Play so slowly and go towards these ults. They just burst out. It has that high noon. I don't know if we'll get a whole lot. Catches Ruben, but not able to find the kill. Ruben IRL with this first overclock. Doesn't have a whole lot of space to do it with. Wind gets taken down to about half HP, and like I said, a lot of ults are on the table now, so I'm very curious to see who deals theirs first. A lot of these ults that are up are very good ults too. I think it's going to come down to who gets some more value. Bomb gets thrown in the tiny room! Doesn't catch anything though, gets a lot of space there. That would have been massive. The orbital ray comes out, and so does that Fury Rush. Milo has a rally with the stabilizer. Mommy Issue gets taken down here, so it's C9. I don't think that fight is going to get one there for the blasters. That rally is on top a little bit too late. Actually, it definitely could have been winnable for the blasters if they just stay on that point here. What's this? I think Yoda and, or Wind and... Who was it? Yoda and HP on the point? Or Wind and HP on the point? Did get a lot of time off on first point too. A lot of watch points for ulti comes down to time. The second point is really tough to count. So just take as much time off on first point as you can. Really good setting up for a good second point hold here. problem is now that they died really late there, so they aren't able to get set up here. They already have the space in this battle. I think this is even a harder map to play this May on. Loser IRL is looking for a juicy flank here. Catches Withering. Ruben gets taken down though. Straight on both sides, just losing that. Never mind, I was gonna say Ruben, the duel is so bad, but now he can take it down. HP gets straight on the other side. Bomb uses dies though too. Raz somehow able to stay alive there. But this entire time the cart is not moving. I think the Blaster might actually be able to set up on high ground. There, Nyanza goes to take that high ground, takes another really strong angle here, but there's so many hits here for the landsharks. Win gets taken down here, that's a drop. Win gets taken down by Loser IRL. Bomb finds nothing too. Bomb is out for good. Probably gonna use that there. The demon is forbidden there. But with that Blizzard, so Spinal, HP combines for 2. Win gets his mech back. Actually, no, Win's not back in the fight yet. Doing so much for the front line of rallies from Razzmatazz just to secure that fight. I know I said second point is really easy to defend there. You can hold that for a really long time, but the Blasters never were able to set up. It's not able to get enough kills. The landsharks have just been going for some really good, like, soft resets.
Over there.
Keeping that space, not giving up the high ground for free. Loser IRL was the only one that was really even able to contest those high grounds. You see another overclock available. I know how heavy Nyanza's been with his overclock, but hasn't quite been able to find a whole lot so far. This orbital ray here from the Blizzard is going to be really rough to play into on the Blasters. We'll just see what takes first. So low, not able to just take it down there. Landsharks again is able to stabilize here so well. That may very likely just helping out with that. Goes for a quick fly through the stick, comes out onto Win. Win falls super low. I think he's going to be able to reset with his team. Withering again still has this orbital ray. I think Loser IRL might just try to spam into it, deny that space. But gets blown onto by Win, but HP gets taken down with the rails from Loser IRL. Win is really deep now. I think we'll be able to survive here. Does. So many abilities are being forced. Brody gets caught there by the wall, falls super low, and manages to survive somehow. Meanwhile, Loser IRL finds another one, catching that May. Jimmy gets taken down again early in this fight here. The Wind is working through that after the second stroke. Almost going to be 5 points this fight. Wind flies in, knowing he has that bomb. The orbital ray comes out along with that pole. The Blaster's just holding on there.
This ends now.
The overclock comes out with so much damage. Wind flies onto Loser IRL. The remake is forced. It's such a messy fight. The bomb Yoda too. Not able to catch anything. So many injuries here, but the Blasters are just not finding any value in this. As a really decisive watch point Gibraltar here coming out for the landsharks. It was looking really good there for a while for the Blasters. They were able to stabilize really well, but they had 4 ults and really didn't get any value with any of them. I think it really just came down to the landsharks just showing that aggression early. The Blasters, instead of trying to fight it, kited, just gave up all that space for free, and then because they didn't have any space, they just weren't able to get any value with their ults there. Did they draw Midtown? No, they did not. They were very close, though. It was I think it was a full cap, and then the Blasters made it to 3rd point. Oh, I need to update this work. That's probably what you're talking about. I was trying to make the narrative of the landsharks drawing. So the May on Watchpoint Gibraltar, not what a whole lot of people would expect coming out for the landsharks, has been able to do very well here. I know, especially First Point, able to like just play on that cart and just get so much space for free because the Blasters didn't want to contest it, but it's going to be kind of harder on the defense. I don't think you want to just send your May down alone on the cart. Well, actually, I think that's exactly where she's playing, just trying to play for this car wash.
Incoming.
Really risky, because then you can just set up these flanks. You are able to force this Mei into a tiny room here. Also, with Mei's unable to get that high ground now that he's already committed to playing this low ground, so... If Yoda wants to, he can put a lot of pressure onto this high ground, along with his DPS. Exactly what he does, clears that top high ground. Win! D-Max! Super early D-Max! Looking for more. So much damage there. Good news for the landsharks though, they all died very quickly, so are getting very likely get another pretty clean recontest here before this card gets towards the checkpoint. The bad news is now that now the blasters are able to set up really well around these high grounds. And Yoda already 70% to his bomb. They're gonna drop that backline there, doesn't even have to use the bomb, playing kind of like a Winston. Win again gets taken out so low that D-Mac comes out again early. There's not a whole lot to do in this space. But it's a big throw on the point. But there's more health available for the blasters. Yoda somehow is able to survive that. I think that let me double check. They all switch spawns. Okay, I was gonna say no staggers are gonna come out. No one's gonna take the close spawn.
Over there.
So we'll see. Second point, the blasters were just unable to go to that high ground. We'll see if they're able to set up here on attack. A lot of ults are getting booked here for the blasters. This momentum might just continue. 2 ice cycles catch on to Ruben, forced to back out. Yeah, the Sojourn was able to sit on his high ground. And yeah, it's just now the landsharks don't want to be playing for that high ground. And trying his best to fly up here and get his space, but just is gonna get chunked out. Where's the back? Pulse gets my win, big heat. It's been a really big pulse back actually. The rally comes out from Milo with no bombing issues. It'll be tough to win this. Bomb comes out, we'll see if it catches anything. Catches Spinal! Yoda somehow gets out of that blizzard! Wind on point, trying his best, but I think it is an advantage here for the blasters. Yoda catching HP set. I think Wind is going to have to back up. Might have another recontest here though, along with this these portals. Doesn't get the touch off! So close, not quite able to get it there. They had so many good ults, they could have caught that. I think now they might just get staggered here. See if Wind is able to get out. I think they will. Both the portals and the speeder box. Great ult for this defense here, but continuing rush and that overclock on the other side are also really scary. Cart is still continuing to roll. I don't think this cart is really going to stop them as the Wind falls super low. He's still staying alive. Has this bomb if he needs to use it. Now this cart is onto the last corner here. Rush comes out early. He's on the other side. The blasters don't want to fight that. Mommy just gets taken down by some torpedoes from Littering. Spinal is so deep here. Hopefully Yoda can get out. I'm gonna say that stagger would be really rough there. So straight up the portal, the Hero is a little bit better than that Casino Rush. So just respecting that, we'll just set up for another fight here. A lot of them are coming up here for the landsharks. So it's really good. Bomb comes out, we'll see if it catches anything. Doesn't catch anything. The pulse bomb from Ruben also doesn't catch anything. Not even the blizzard, so a lot of ults is not really hitting anything. We'll see if this OC is able to break open this fight. HP might get taken down here. HP's so low. It's taken down by bombing issues. So first hit comes after 4 ults. Rally uses to get the team to stabilize. So does that bomb. Not able to catch anything. And then now these support ults from the blasters are going to be available. Naza might get caught out here. Naza falls so low. The flip is there. Rally is used. Somehow, throughout that entire thing, Naza's able to survive. High Noon gets stunned out by Milo. Mummy also has this rush. Super scrappy fight, super brawly fight. HP falls super low. Yoda takes him down as he close to this bomb. With Super Rush on top of everything, I think this might be it. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty quick fight win too, so I don't know if there's gonna be another contest. HV might be the next person to spawn, but I don't think they'll be able to get back in time.
Nerf this!
The bomb just for good measure on the spawn doors by Yoda. So after a really strong attack for the landsharks, the blasters answer with an even stronger one.
3-3. Switching sides.
I think that high ground control really has been the difference.
Initiating
The
match.
landsharks attack, they were able to really set up that high ground control really early, and the blasters just weren't able to really contest it. But on that, you could tell definitely on that defense there, the landsharks weren't able to play for that high ground as much, and it really showed. I think that gave the blasters a big advantage on their attack. It is really tough to play for those high grounds too when you are on the Mei Cass. The Cass can get to that high ground and can get a lot of value, but the Mei, there's not a whole lot you can do. Just want to check something real quick. Sure. Okay, cool. I had a bad feeling that I didn't enable the workshop code, and I did. Okay, that's good. We see both teams running the exact same thing. I'm really surprised that the well, I guess maybe they ran this on the attacks. Maybe they don't want to change anything up from their attack. Like I kind of said at the beginning of this map, I'm not a big fan of that Kiriko Brig. Really awkward backline, but that's been working really well.
1. Attackers incoming.
Those ults have been very good. That Kitsune Rush,
Stop the payload.
I'd say it's a little bit weaker than that Juno ult, but it still is pretty strong. So is that rally, so... The Blast is playing a lot more aggressive here. But still not able to contest that card. They're kind of scared of that Mei. I think they don't want to drop here. Yoda eventually drops. Tries to get that space there while Loser IRL is just able to do so much damage from this high ground. The slow was key there. That could have been a huge slow, but just not able to find anything. And the Landsharks actually pulled the map. Trying to play for the slow ground, but I'm not sure what that accomplishes when you're attacking here. As now the Bomb Blasters are just very happy to just sit on this card, just contest it. These are aerials so close to this overclock already, 60%. No one is really even close. I guess Witherin almost has this Juno ult. Wind is forced to back up. So eventually the Landshark is able to stabilize on that minion round. Loser Arrow gets taken down. That's a huge hit for the Landshark there. They really need to either reset or just kind of disengage. Yoda tries to take it down here. Yoda catches the Mega! Mommy should just take it down there. That's Google, no flex support. It's not looking good. They need to reset fast. A little bit more coordination here for the Landsharks. It looks like it's just really messy. There's no disengages being called. Everyone's just getting caught out and staggered on the side of the blasters. We'll see now. Are they able to play for this high ground? I don't think they are. I think Winda's going to get there a lot faster. Even though Loser IRL was building that ult so quickly at the beginning, it's now getting outbuilt by a lot of the players on the Landsharks. See, Winda looks like they're going to get forced off. Eventually the blasters do play for that high ground. Loser IRL, we know how deadly Loser IRL is with the OC. Dog gets 2 HP and Raz going to take it down. 2 ults are used, the Blizzard and that Orbital Ray. I don't know if that's going to be enough with this OC in the background. The rally used by Milo. Just a brawl at this point. Spinal feels so low. The bomb is used. Doesn't catch anything. That being said, with a minute, what was it, a minute and 26 seconds? That's still a really impressive push there.
Score.
Like I mentioned, kind of that first point, you can stall a lot of time off on that first point there. So Landsharks, I'm sure, are just going to be looking to get as much time off and not give the blasters this opportunity to push that far into second. Now, what I'm really wondering here is we did see that the Landsharks have been running pretty much the same comp the entire time, but they didn't look very strong on the defense. So we'll see if they change anything up here. At the very least, I think they need to be have another game plan.
Ready for battle.
Their Sim, I'm not a fan of that. Sim is good into D.Va, so maybe they're trying to play more front to back. You know, you have the Sim, you have the Mei, has that the beams that the D.Va can't eat. But the problem is both of those are very short range. You can just send Loser IRL on this Sojourn, or even if she identifies it, can just go Widow and just play for these long angles and just outpoke those DPS. I'm sure they're probably going to play something similar to what they played on the their first defense, where they try to bunker in this tiny room.
Nothing gets past
But I am worried the same issues are going to come up. I guess the sim swap makes it a little bit different. Might be a little bit stronger to bunker in this tiny room, but it is still definitely,
Attackers incoming.
it seems like a very
nothing gets past me.
temporary solution. You can stall in that tiny room for maybe a fight or two. Just up them. Because their space needs to be Arden falls so low. Yoda now sees that there's that sim playing a little bit more safe now. Again, in this tiny room, and there's just so many angles being set up. And then if you walk out here, you miss that opportunity to go ball. And like Luger Arrow gets taken out. I don't know where it was there. Get the defense here too. So yeah, they played that a lot better. Able to bunker up, get the beam charge for that sim, and then just explode out with that Juno ring. Loser Arrow going onto this Junkrat. I really like this pick. Like I said, if you're trying to bunker in this tiny room, you have the Junkrat mines now to just be able to spam it out. But take it down low, forced to back up here. Joey goes onto this Ryan, his signature Ryan. Winner of the Man-v-Man tournament. They should get a ton of damage in this tiny room here. Big fire threat here for Yoda. And I think Spinal might get staggered out here. Spinal gets the same spawn as Wind, so HV goes onto this cast here too. The ult's aren't really built up as much as I would have liked for the landsharks. They are going to get respawns, they are going to get able to set up on this high ground. I'm really curious if Janza is going to swap off of this Junkrat now. The Junkrat kind of did its job, but I'm not sure how much it's going to try to get done on the second point here. The Shatter is available. Big concussion comes out, displacing a lot of the landsharks. Tire is very close here, so is this Rally and Clear Rush. Shatter comes out, catches Wind. The Rally is trying to stabilize everyone in this Blizzard. Not able to keep Yoda alive though. We'll see, Laser Arrow has that Tire. The Blast would need to reset here really quick. They might be able to get another recontest, and getting that Blizzard and that Juno ult are very big. Could go either way here. The Rally could be enough to stabilize the team, but the Tire and the Curie Rush could be able to just get so much value. Maybe only one more fight here. I'm sure Yanza is looking for this Tire here. It's looking to be their big win condition. Tire comes out. We'll see where it goes. It gets shut down here somehow. That is brutal, and it does. Only saving grace for the Blasters was considered, but they're waiting so long to use. The bomb defects Yoda. Yoda gets taken down. The trap comes out on a Razzmatazz, but that Rally Shield just able to do so much. Yoda comes back on a Silver, able to find one. Just not able to get this fight cleaned up here. Wind just being able to stall point here. Yoda should be getting back soon, but if this team dies before he gets back, that is just going to be absolutely brutal. Another Wither is right around the corner here for Spinal. Yoda back to the fight, finds Wither in. Only 3 kills now, but Yoda gets taken down. So does Ruben. And with that, the landsharks are going to be able to wrap up Watchpoint Gibraltar. I'm not a big fan of staying on that Junkrat. I would have just swapped off the Tire, not able to catch anything, and that rush comes in a little bit too late. Match point here for the... Oh, not that one. Match point here for the landsharks. Might be able to bring it home.
Let me help you with that.
So we'll see if the Blasters can find an answer. It looked like they almost had it there on Watchpoint Gibraltar, but just not quite able to get it done. Okay. Jack calls him for win the swap, and he is the captain, so... I think it would be very silly if Jack committed to this, because I know on the Foxians last season, he did do a lot of really interesting swaps, putting himself on tank. Ruben for Coleslaw. On Runa Soppy. That's a pretty good Junkrat map if they are just going to stay this Junkrat. I think everyone on their team has had 2 maps. Spinal did, HV did. Raz, I think, played on. Yeah, Raz did. So I think they could sub out anyone on their team for Wind. HV, Wind, HV's their... Wind, HV, Raz, Jack. So Spinal's getting subbed out. Zarya, I'm calling it right now. I want to see Yoda go Rhine. I want to see Loser Ariel go Sojourn. I want to see Coleslaw go Mei. I want to see them play hard brawl. I want to see Wind go that Zarya. That, I think, is the Blasters' win condition. I'm not sure if you're going to get it done on that Junkrat, especially if Wind plays that Zarya. And I'm sure once he sees Coleslaw get subbed in, he's going to kind of expect that Junkrat. Suravasa, they've changed. Okay. I stand by my statement. I do really want to see them see Brawl with Coleslaw on Mei. Wind is R, okay. I think that the Blasters could be really good on Brawl here, but I think so could the Landsharks. I know Yoda kind of known for that Rhine. I think Rhine plays very well into Zarya. Oh, I switched the wrong one. It's weird because on my screen, the you're right. On my screen, the Landsharks were the lower text file and the Blasters were the higher one. So I originally clicked the Landsharks, which were lower, and I put 2 on it. I'm like, no, that's wrong. And then I switched it and I went for the higher one, but since they were swapped, it was... So they were both R, okay. So yes, Melon, you're correct. Landsharks are up 2-1.
Initiating match.
It's looking dire for the Blasters too. Starting off at season 0 and 2 is brutal. And I don't think their schedule gets any easier from here. Take a look real quick, so I have something to talk about. We have schedule. Week 3, the Landsharks play the Hatsune Frikus, and the Baja Blasters play the Berry Reef Blowhighs, which are currently 2-0. So, I think both of those are... I think they're both 2-0, actually. So both these teams going into undefeated. Yeah, there's 4 undefeated teams, and 2 of them are playing not 0 and 2 teams, 0 and 1 teams this week. So whoever loses this week might be able to might be starting off 0 and 3. Could be really rough. Coleslaw on the Junkrat, I really am not a fan of that. 'Cause like I said, I think Wind knows that. He knows to go that Zarya is going to get so much charge here. I really would just like that Mei to be able to isolate Wind a little bit easier. Both can get there about the same time. No Lucio. He's putting on that Juno, so maybe a little bit faster, able to set up these long sight lines. I'm not sure if these want that long sight line. They can just Junkrat, but... Loser Ariel takes on Razzle. That's a big thing when it comes to that fight. Razzle does get rezzed by Jack, though. Loser Ariel takes on Raz again. but the landsharks have the point here. Wolfsball gets taken down by that, or Loser IRL is on a great offense here. The Bubble Reaper just flies on the backline, trying to take down Loser IRL, raise his force.
What's up?
76% for this Bob. There's no space here yet. Dynamite comes out, catches 2. HP gets taken down eventually by Yoda. Yoda is so low. Jack, I know, is looking for this res here. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get it off. He does get it off somehow. Withering gets taken down. Bob thrown on the point there. Great angle here. Really gets a lot of space. They're able to step on the high ground. Senior Rush traded for that out, so a lot of those are being used here for the blasters. No coach guide means that you just have to beat out the Reaper. And he gets so many kicks, and Mommy just uses that belt on top of it. Absolutely brutal there. And just, even though so many ults were being used for the blasters, using 3 ults there, losing the fight to just 2. This one now goes over to that May. I like that swap, but it would have been really good to use a lot earlier. Of course, I goes over the Reaper. I don't hate the Reaper either.
This one. Bring me energy. Over there.
Both grabs are up, but the Bob and the Orbital Ray are a lot stronger to follow that up with. Grab comes out, catches 2. Comes out. Still Yoda, I don't know if that's going to be able to get anything. Catches back, catches Withering, but just HD and Wind, just able to clean up that fight.
The objective.
You just can't let Wind get full charge and just run into your team like that.
Over there.
They're trying to trade back like it's just higher charge. Mommy issues onto this Moira, likely getting a little bit more healing.
Thank you.
Fire in place. Doesn't even hurt.
I'd really like to see that Kira Lucio they showed earlier. I'm not sure exactly where they switched off that a bubble on it. Again, so much charge to win. Orbital Ray comes out, that's going to be rough to play into. Yoda just gets beaten down, has that bubble to stay alive, but full charge win again. He's getting run down by Coleslaw, the kills are actually there for the blasters. After that, Orbital Ray gets out too, getting that fight and forcing out that Orbital Ray are huge. The Res is going to come out from Jack. Res wins, Val comes out. I know Jack loves looking for pistol kills when he's Val kills. So low. The picture's not coming anymore. There's one from on Raz. 99% though for the Landsharks. That's a huge advantage.
Got one here. Over there.
It'll be really rough here if they start off 0 and 2 on 0 to 2 for the blasters on Saravasa. A lot of ults are up for the blasters though. They both supporters that last fight. It's really nice to be able to set up the next fight here. The Blossom doesn't catch anything. I think maybe he overshot his Blossom a little bit. The Blossom is a pretty even trade. So if he's keeping this point for the blasters, he's gotta clear it out. Also able to get a lot more value on the Reaper. Just able to survive, get some burst damage. We'll see how he sets up this Blossom. This bubble. Bob used for the Senior Rush. Grabs the catches 3. Just no follow-up there from that Blossom. Yoda walks off the point to try to keep Coleslaw alive, but left the point. Let the point get backpacked by the Landsharks. So it's that fight was definitely very winnable for the blasters. They just misplayed, got too aggressive when they had that grab. Instead of letting the Landsharks come in and get like corralled by that grab, try to get really aggressive to set up that Reaper or Death Blossom. Good news for the blasters, they have this grab. The bad news is they're looking at 0 and 2 right now on the scoreboard. They're gonna have to reverse sweep on a flashpoint to even have a chance to come back in the series. Grab 5! Huge grab from Yoda! Good thing for the Landsharks, they didn't use anything.
The objective.
They can start building these open. Even if they don't win this next fight, they might be able to use it on either of the two ones if it even goes that far. Either of the next 2 points if it even goes that far. Witherin has this orbital ray again. Really no ult outside of that Blossom, so it is looking really dry here for the Blasters. Both targets really low on charge. Wind is starting to get up to his, but Yoda absolutely nothing. Post rotation comes out here for the Landsharks. With this full 50 Orbital Ray gets set up to tight. Is there for the Blasters. It's really good tight out of that Orbital Ray. If they survive this, they should be in a good position here. Janza manages to take down Razzmatazz. Jack has this Valk if they want to use it. So low. There's that Valk bomb train on the other side. Good trade of bolts. He's gonna force the Landsharks out. Jack still has this Valk. Mommy Issues gets taken down. The res is there on the HP set. They should be able to touch her. They don't touch! No touch there for the Landsharks. They're using both support for the bomb and that hole. I'd say definitely an advantage of the Blasters with those ult trades. Yoda just going off the map. I'm not sure exactly where that next point is going to be. I think it will be... I don't know. What is this? Gardens? I think it's Gardens.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
So it is going to be on the side of the Landsharks. Grab is available for Wind. Yoda very close to his. They've been pretty close with these grabs, but I think it's been a little bit ahead of his card. Early flip comes out for the Landsharks. I really want to see this Fury Rush being thrown out early here by Milo. HP super low. Gets taken down. DPS traded out on both sides. Now they're available for both teams. The Philosopher Coleslaw might get some space, but the grab is just too big from Wind. Why do you... Yoda shouldn't have grabbed there. That grab would have been so nice going into this next point. But trying to clutch up in a 2v4, I just think was not the move. A little bit too greedy. And he's staying on the Zarya too. So trading a grab for a Blossom when you could have brought the grab and the Blossom in the next fight. This Fury Rush, I need to see Milo be more aggressive on this Fury Rush. There's no space, 76% already on this point, and there's just absolutely no space here for the Blasters. Might have to take that Fury Rush into a walk. That's exactly what they do. They walk in, Jack gets taken down, Coleslaw able to touch the point, he doesn't need to be a little bit early. Mommy Issues gets taken down, full charge Wind. Starts to get chunked down. I think we'll get a kill on Coleslaw, but does eventually lose that fight. It's looking really rough here for the Blasters. 99% to 0. The support ults for the Landsharks are coming online here too. Only this Cole, maybe this Bob are going to be available too. The Blasters really need to do what they did that previous... Ooh, nice pick on the Jack. So much time off too. Just giving Loser IRL more time to build that ult, giving Coleslaw more time to build his. Meanwhile, Wind is already very high charge. Building another grab here. Like I said, this Orbital Ray is really tough to play into. They have to hide it very well. They did do that previously, so we'll see if they can do that again. They just grab 78%. Bob is coming back. A lot of pressure onto the backside, but still full charge going into that Orbital Ray. Bob is still so low. The Blossom from Coleslaw is huge! It's 3! I don't know if that's gonna be enough! No touch there! Coleslaw trying so hard to clutch up! Doesn't quite get it done! As the Landsharks win their first game of the season. 3-1 over the Blasters.
Play of the game.
I'm not doing it. Player of the match, I would give to... So obviously a lot of times you have that higher SR player that really pops off, but I really like it to be to someone who like plays really well, like plays really above their SR. I'm gonna give it to HV. I think HV with those blossoms just played so well, able to get so much damage, get so many big blossoms, played really well, setting up those bubbles for Wind, able to get us charged so high. Wind played very well, but that's kind of expected of him now. But HV, I think, really showed up this match. So I would give player of the match to HV. So yeah, I've been talking for a while. I think I'm going to end it here. Again, congrats to the Landsharks. We'll see you guys again very soon.